I am going to give you some great tips on how to prepare for your interview. So, some possible questions that they are going to ask you is number one, can you describe your resume transitions? Why did you go from job A to job B, and why are you currently looking for a job? So, you need to make sure that you can clarify why you are, in fact, looking for a new job. They're going to ask you your strengths. What are some strengths? Be that you are well mannered, you're professional, you can keep confidential items confidential, that you are hardworking, that you're on time, that you're efficient with your time, that you are very well skilled with computers and technology. They're also going to ask you ways that you can improve on your performance. So make sure you say something that you have an area that you can improve upon, but then also tell them how you're going to improve upon that. Also, they're going to ask about your experience. So, whatever type of job you're going after, make sure you have very distinct experience um, that is relevant to the position that you're looking for. So, if you don't have experience in the field that you're looking to transition into, make sure you start in an internship role or maybe even a volunteer role where you can get those tangible experiences on your resume so that in your interview you're well prepared. They might ask you to describe a major challenge that you had with someone in the workforce, and maybe how did you get opportunity out of that problem. They might ask you to describe two scenarios in your previous employment where you had to work really hard. So just make sure you have a great example of that. They're also going to ask you how do you build good relationships and healthy relationships and how do you maintain those. Um, hmm, they might ask you like what are the key ingredients of building healthy relationships and give examples of how you've made those relationships work for you. So they might ask you how you give attention to detail and how you organize your thoughts. So make sure you can prepare for that. Make sure you can give examples of how you took risk to achieve a goal. Make sure that you can also explain when you're overloaded with work how you maintain stress and how you prioritize work tasks. And then lastly, my last tip for you would be they're going to ask you specifically why do you want to work there. And my simple advice to you is to tell them that you add value and then you want to explain how you add value. How are you going to give that company that you're applying for value? And that is where the salary negotiation comes into play. That's where you're going to get your second interview is you really need to prove how you can add value. And I think that's it. Those are my tips for you, and I hope they help. And let me know if they work for you as well as they work for me.